This is your Solana Daily Debrief. It's the 8th of May. Having a quick look at CoinGecko, Bitcoin down very, very slightly, ETH a little bit down, and Solana down at 6.5%. Not sure if there's anything being crazy in the 24 hours, maybe whiff, but nothing too crazy in the top 100. So what does this mean? Well, let's take a theory. Having a look at Mags here, study RSI and don't get shaken out. So we have these periods, these bottoms and these chops, and then we go up. I mean, he's calling for a parabolic rise when I see other traders basically saying chop, but let's have a look at RSI anyway. So what is RSI? We're not going to go through this in great detail, but it's certainly something that you should go and watch a couple of videos on. Go and watch 5 or 6 videos on it and just learn what it is. But it stands for the Relative Strength Index, and it's a momentum indicator that measures recent price changes as it moves between 0 and 100. The RSI provides short-term buy and sell signals and is used to track overbought and oversold levels of an asset. So in other words, when you're having a look at RSI, what you're basically doing is you're zooming out. You're not really just focusing right here. You're kind of looking at a larger amount of time so that you can see the momentum in the trend. Mags also thinks altcoins are looking good for another leg up. Now, when you have a look at this though, you can see, we'll pull it up, make it nice and big, 2025. So exactly when? It could be the end of 2025. That's my kind of guess. But that's when we're looking at maybe this RSI peak, and then we hit this all-time high. Although, then again, all-time high 5.5 trillion. I do think it will go higher than that in terms of the altcoin market cap. But for right now, I don't have any short positions on. I was a little bit silly the other day. I know some people in the comments said, I'm pleased you did it, just because it's good to make mistakes, to learn from mistakes. And I agree. I put on what's called a hedge position. I have a video on that. It's you can go and find it. It's on drift and hedging. But I did a small hedge, so, I thought maybe it would dip down or capture a little bit of upside. I didn't, and, I've closed it at a loss. And now I'm just like, okay, I'm in spot with a couple of small longs on, and that's how I'm doing things. I'm happy with that. Same pump also says Sol, 165 to 160. This is where the bears have their last stand. Above that, it's another run at the all-time high. Now away from price and onto the actual news. So the Jupiter planetary call is today, 3:30 p.m. UTC. Okay. May 8th, 3:30 p.m. UTC. And remember, if you're attending this, you can get a POAP. Now, I don't know what these are worth, but they do have value. You can go and buy and sell them on Tensor. I think the first one, when it happened, people were buying and selling for like 0.3 Sol. Anyway, what you have to do is you have to go and submit a form. You have to have at least 50 Jup staked. And I have no inside information. But I would think that if someone owned the entire set of all the POAPs, I think that would be something worth, rewarding them with extra Jup come next January. Just a hunch, could be worth nothing. I mean, all they are is a POAP as a proof of attendance protocol. So you're not actually meant just to go and buy them. You're supposed to attend something and be given one. Either way, go grab one of these if you're attending the call. Slog from the call working group has posted our list of proposed changes for round 3 of LFG. We can go over this another video because I want this one to be a little bit shorter. But it's all on the Jup Research Forum. And then later today, 5:30 p.m. UTC, I will be hosting the first UpRock token launch countdown call. So sometime in the very near future, they're going to have their token generation event. And leading up to that, they're just trying to give a transparent amount of information to the community. And I'll be the host, chatting with the founders, partners, and this will be live streamed on Twitter and also on YouTube. So a little bit of breaking news. 98% of FTX creditors to receive at least 118% of allowed claims in cash within 60 days of effectiveness. There's a little bit more information here. I haven't read through it, but you can go and put in your FTX claim. Lulo. So this is Flexland. Parent company is called Lulo. Now they've just gone and rebranded back to Lulo. As you can see, they go with the Steve Jobs meme, which is very clever. Well done. Lulo. Save different. Anyway, total of 2,000 USDC in rewards. Bounty, Twitter. You can go and do this. And a video as well. So let's have a quick look at both of them because there are more and more content creators starting to watch this. Okay, we've got 20 days, so there's plenty of time to work out something. But as I said, there's more and more content creators wanting to reach out, and it's a good thing to go and practice with these sort of things. You can see people that have submitted something, and then you can iterate on it, make it your own, do your own content, of course, but you can see what the level is. So go read through this if it interests you. There's a decent little price here. 650 here, and as we just covered before in the video track, there is a larger 1,350 USDC. Introducing Arcium. Arcium is a very new Twitter account. Doesn't have the blue tick yet. I imagine they've applied for it. Oh, strange. Anyway, so this is from the team behind Elusive. I haven't looked into it, but I did a video on Elusive. I really liked Elusive. Elusive did privacy transfers, and for whatever reason, they didn't continue. Could have been legal. I'm not really sure. But if these guys are at Solana Crossroads, I'll happily go and have a chat with them. We'll try and work this out. I'll get a researcher on this, or if anyone's very, very familiar, or if the team's happy to reach out to me next week, or if they're at Solana Crossroads, come and chat. But for the meantime, the simple actionable is literally just follow and go and join their Discord. Essentially, their vision is to become the global confidential compute network for the decentralized internet. Dive into our roadmap, documentation, and more by visiting arcium.com. I think that's how you pronounce it. Sign up for a testnet. This could be cool. Maybe if this is something that aligns with Validator.com, we may sign up and run a testnet. We'll have to see. If you're part of the MonkeDAO, check Discord for details on this roll campaign. They've partnered with Adrichet Finance. Adrichet Finance, I haven't heard from them in a little while. And the reason being is I've given them some feedback to make their product easily understood with nice, easy infographics. I've given it to them publicly many times, and I want to just keep on reiterating this. If you're a project and if you have a semi-complex product, just put out an infographic. It will take a good design person and a good researcher 2 days, and then that can be shared around and people can actually understand the concept. So they work with like taking the JLP token and leveling it up and all that sort of stuff, and basically leveraging up rather. But it's a little bit confusing, to say the least. However, go and grab the roll if you're part of the Monkey. Last chance to win prizes from the Recruits Issue 1. In 24 hours, we will pull winners for all minted perks. So 8 p.m. Lisbon time, 7 p.m. UTC. 650 comics left. Go and mint one. I've minted a few. Actually, I'm just going to show you. We'll unwrap one quickly together. So this is a D-Reader app. Hopefully that's relatively in focus. And we come in here, we can see a couple of D-Reader comics. And then episode 1, click on episode 1, and this is it. And you can see a couple of the pages. You get down the bottom and it says unwrap. So we'll click unwrap and it shows all of the different ones that I've bought. I was trying to collect them all. I have, I think, 3 out of the 5. So I have 4 out of the 5. Cool. So I'm just going to go and open a comment. I'm going to open number 1103. And then to open it, I have to do it with Phantom, connect, and sign the message, approve. Okay, so I'm actually going to be minting another one, basically because the wallet, the mobile wallet, you need to use to unwrap the comic because it's a digital NFT asset, so you have to sign a transaction. And I couldn't do that because I went and bought them somewhere else with a different wallet address. And now here I am. They're all sitting in my account, but I don't actually have the NFTs. So give me a second, confirm the transaction, then I'll open this up and I'll show it to you. So this is the animation you get, and this is a common, and then unwrap it. It loses its mint condition. However, that's fine because this is a common, whereas I wouldn't go and unwrap, say, the epic. And then there we have it. This is, I think, over 30 pages of just pure comic brilliance. Now, I will be 100% honest. Comic is great. Fantastic great. Fantastically great. D-Reader is very good. Still needs improvements. And, you know, they're working on improvements. Takes time, money, and whatever. But I do think that this could literally go properly mainstream. Just the D-Reader app, the comic minting experience. So if this interests you, go and grab some. If it doesn't, completely fine. Solana Mobile. So this is some really good news. I keep on getting this question all the time, so I'll answer it quickly. But basically, if you go and pre-order a Solana Mobile 2, which is now $500, use my link below. You can go connect all your stuff. It's $500. It was initially $450. This is for a mobile device coming next year, like mid next year. And if for some reason they don't ship it, they will refund you. However, then what you actually get is you get a token. Like it looks like this. It's in one of my wallets. And this is ineligible for airdrops. So what used to happen is you used to go and buy it, and then maybe that week or that month, you would potentially get airdrop the token. Now, typically within 24 hours, you will get airdrop that actual token. So a couple of questions. The airdrops in the past will not come to you from the same team in the future. So if you get the token today, you're not going to go and grab, say, Maneki as an airdrop. You're not going to get that or any of the pre-existing ones because the snapshot was already taken by those random meme coin teams, and you won't get that. It's very simple, but I'll just make it clear for you there. The next thing to know is there's no guarantee of future airdrops. You can't go to Solana Mobile Discord and ask, where is my airdrop? They are not doing airdrops. So a meme coin does an airdrop. And if a meme coin does an airdrop, and if yours happens to get skipped just due to, a failed transaction or whatever, you can go and reach out to that meme coin. But generally, they're just going to be like, well, we did an airdrop. It was free. Sometimes people get, no tokens, and that is what it is. Other times, every now and then you get lucky and you get airdropped it twice. I think that happened with one of my wallets. So either way, one reason why it's good to have one of these tokens is, one, you should get a phone, more of a less kind of premier phone, but a good phone next year. And then the other thing is, it's just showing support for Solana. You're basically putting money in for a team to go and make something more mobile friendly, because that's what the world needs. We need all of our dApps to work really well on mobile phones, because that's what people will be using more and more. And, meme coin creators or even dApps or anything, they're going to go and reward some people that actually hold those tokens. So not financial advice, but I do think personally it's a good idea to have one or two of these tokens. I want to cover this in a little bit more detail. Fabiano has a thread on Rainfi and how you can make $1,000 monthly with an investment of 100 SOL. You need a decent understanding of how this works. However, he's making a decent amount of money, and I think this is well worth it. So read this thread if this interests you, and I'll cover it in more detail when I have a little bit more time. If you're playing Blessed Burgers, Game 5 has ended. Just a little update. Game 6 should be coming up soon. And just keep in mind, when it comes to staking your SOL, you want to go and stake your SOL with good validators. Validators that are there to enhance the network, like Validator.com. So Mert's got a screenshot here, and this is very, very interesting. But basically, the Solana Foundation Delegation Program, Validator.com doesn't qualify, as far as I'm aware. This basically means that you can have a certain amount of stake, and then you go and get 100,000 stake normally from the foundation, so it becomes a more profitable enterprise, which is very, very good. However, there are some validators that have set themselves up for pure profit, which is very good for them, of course. It's not good for the network, where they allow bots to come in and do a sandwich attack. So essentially, you go and buy with, and you set your slippage a little bit too high. Someone comes in, buys it, and they sell it to you, and then you get a little bit screwed, and they make profit. And the bot does this just automatically. It's risk-free to the good bot, and then you miss out. Anyway, the point here is simple. If you're doing this, you're going to lose the stake actually allocated or delegated to you from the foundation. So firstly, don't do it. And secondly, just go and stake with Validator.com. We're doing everything in a trustworthy way because, of course, branding, it matters to be transparent. And then lastly, the Solana Crossroads is Friday, Saturday in Istanbul. If you want to make it last minute, I know, but you can come make it. It's in Istanbul at the Hilton. And as I'll be traveling tomorrow, and then I'll be there Friday and Saturday, I'm still going to do my best to do daily alpha. However, it'll probably be something quite concise. But when I'm there, I'll have a go at being a reporter and going around interviewing people, whatever, and try and get them on YouTube pretty fast. Ideally, that's at least the goal. We'll see how busy I get. And I'm still trying to work out if there's a live stream for Solana Crossroads. Okay, so your actionables. Attend the Dupe Planetary Call by 3:30 p.m. UTC. Stay to the end. Claim the POAP. Join the UpRock live stream today by 5:30 UTC. I will be your host. Watch my video on Meteora and learn about DLMM pools. Just a general bit of advice. We'll be covering Meteora quite a bit more, probably end of May and June, just because we're still early on Meteora and the hype is going to pick up come May, end of May, beginning of June. I'm just pretty confident on that. Buy a DJ Nape Academy comic before 7 p.m. UTC. There are prizes up for grabs if you can do that. And Solana Crossroads this Friday, Saturday. And as per normal, just DCA your soul, not financial advice, on dupe.ag and stake with Validator.com. Thanks so much for watching. Catch you in the next video.